We're recording. Hi boys and girls, it's me Butch. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. I'm not native, it just sounds that way. You can Google me and find out more about me, David Silvercloud. I'm old, about to be 77 in one more month. Today is the 18th of September and it's just past 6 p.m. here in Vancouver. It's getting a bit gray. I meant to get this started earlier, but I haven't recorded much because it's been summer and I've been goofing off, and now that winter's here I'm going to get back into working on my painting and paintings, and I'm going to get to work making more videos. At least I think I'm going to. So what I want to talk to you about today is that in order to make my videos a bit more interesting, I wanted to get into multicam capture, and now I have several cameras, and the latest addition to my my little set of cameras here is this Mocos 12 megapixel HD USB and HDMI output camera. Now, if I can get this going right here. Oh, I did something wrong. You go down there, and let's go to a different camera here. Still not what I want. Oh, here's what I want. Down here. I'm such a ditz. This is all new to me. So if you're going to get into lower price cameras for multi-camera broadcasting, one of the choices you want to make is this little sucker right here. I'm going to click on it, and that's the one I just got, and you can get it with an assortment of lenses. The lenses are interchangeable, but I don't recommend it. They're CS mount and C mount. They'll take both C and CS mount lenses, but what you need to know about those kind of lenses is they aren't designed to fit every camera. C lenses are usually designed for 16mm cameras, and then with the advent of digital photography, lenses were made for the different sensor sizes, and the sensor size in the Mocos is 1/3 of an inch. It's the smallest sensor I think Sony makes, but it's still 12, did I get that right? 12 megapixels. I hope I got it right. And it's capable of recording, there it is, 12 megapixels. It's capable of recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. So I got it for the sale price, $142.50 American, which is about 180 Canadian. And it was delivered by DHL, and there was a declared value of $100, so there was duty on it, which I didn't know about because I don't read messages, and DHL had messaged me, but I probably thought it was spam. So there was a delay in delivery of about 6 days while I sorted out the tax thing. And it came in this, let me see what I can do here. I'm going to reach over here, push a couple of buttons, and you go over to there and you go blink, and I'm going to go here. Came in this box here, very well covered to protect it from moisture, and then a fancy little outer casing and an inner casing with very high density foam. An instruction sheet. There's the instructions. Cute little lens cap. And it came with this bright blue USB cable. But if you're going to do HDMI, you're going to have to get your own HDMI cables. And it also came with a remote control, which only works in HDMI mode. I went out and bought a package of batteries today, and I don't know if I'm going to show you how this works today or not. I don't really have any intentions of using it. The instructions tell you how to connect to open broadcasting system, which I'm about to start using it. I'm still watching tutorials. It's a free download. It's supported by YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. It's basically a broadcasting deck on the geez, I'm getting old and forget what I'm doing. On your screen, a whole broadcast studio. You can do some really, really amazing things. I lost my point here. I was going to do something, I didn't do it. So this is a camera. You can power it from the USB cable. I'm going to plug the USB cable in here. And I'm going to go to camera 2 and see if it comes up. It hasn't come up yet. That's okay. So let's go back to camera 1. That's not the one I want. Back to camera 4. And I'm going to plug in the HDMI cable. I know see the light came on, the little blue light came on, so it's powered up right now from the USB cable. And it comes with a little 12 volt power supply if you want to run it from the wall. But it can run off the 5 volt USB too. So it's got a nice long cable on it. The lens I got is very wide angle, which means it'll have good depth of field, and also you can focus it. In fact, you have to focus it by hand. I'm just checking to see if my camera's on there. I haven't been doing any recording, so there we go. So here it is I have the HDMI cable in, and you can see if I turn the oops, it's very tiny for me. Hard for me to grip because it's so tiny. Also, you can focus it on the lens, manual focus, and in fact you're going to I'm going to have to look at the screen here. You can see how I can turn it in and out of focus. Get my stripes in focus here if I can. There we go, pretty close. So it's a pretty amazing camera. Let me go to camera 4 here for a second. This is the Canon HC V180 camcorder. It's 1.2 megapixels, but you can see it's a very nice smooth image. So one of the things I wanted to do while I'm on here today is I want to show you what the competition is for this little camera. See, now I've got myself screwed up here. So one of the competitors for a bit more money, nearly 300 American, is the AIDA. It's a very similar camera. It's only about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 3 inches, and compared to this one, which is about 3 inches by maybe an inch across there. And brand new on the market is the HUDDLECAM UHD Ultra High Definition 4K USB camera, and in New York City at B&H right now it's a pretty good price. It's selling for $300 US. So in Canada that'd be about $400, which puts it quite a bit above the price of the Mocos, which for me I paid $38 duty and about $180 to get it. It was just a little over $200 Canadian, so that's pretty cheap. Vistek, who I recommend in Canada, doesn't sell it, but B&H Photo in New York, I highly recommend them. They stock it. Another camera you might want to look at is the Q2n4K Handy, and I'm using that on. I can show you, but I have to watch. We're going to go black here for a second. I'm using that one. Besides my RGB link, here we'll show you this. See, I have an RGB link switcher, but I also have this little two-way HDMI switcher, so I can actually connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 video sources to the the computer if I want. And also, if I'm on the desktop here, let's get back to the desktop if I can find it here, give you a picture while I'm finding it. On your desktop, if you own a, oh, I can't do that, maybe I can. If you own a Windows 10 computer, you have a built-in camera, and it's coming on right now. It's waiting to come on. So what are we seeing here? What you are seeing right now on the screen is my screen. And on the screen you can select your video sources. It doesn't like that one. Oops. Oh, it doesn't want to do that. Oh, there it's going. So see, now it's on a separate recorder. I could start recording this right now if I wanted to, just by clicking over here. I'd be clicking me recording and all that, but mostly I wanted to make you aware that on your Windows 10 computer, it comes, see up there on the left, you're looking at my screen. That's what you're looking at right now. If I click on that, you have the built-in camera recorder, and it can select cameras. So you can select all kinds of cameras. See, right now, it's up there. I have my old webcam, which is a C920, and it's being recorded because you're looking at my screen. What you're looking at right now is my screen. If we close all this and I go back to, if I can figure out what on earth I'm doing here, let's try another camera to get my screen off. So I lost track of what I was doing, pushing buttons. You're looking down at my little studio there, and I totally lost track of what I'm talking about. Mostly I wanted to show you this little Mocos camera, which is a little over $200 Canadian, so it costs you under $200 US right now if you're in the States. It'll come by DHL. It'll be very well packed. But it's a pretty nifty little camera. It's going to become, well, what I wanted to tell you about is with Mocos, they're basically an industrial surveillance camera kind of place. So they have other cameras you might want to check into, and some of them are just plain USB. These are only USB, but they have solid aluminum bodies. And then when you get up, oh, you're not seeing this. I'm on the wrong thing here. Wait a minute. Sorry. So let's go back square one here. I wasn't watching what I was doing. Mocos, they make industrial cameras, and this is the one I got with a different lens. And there's a couple other USB cameras they make. And then when you get up into these other cameras, they have SDI outputs, but you could buy an SDI to HDMI converter and use that anyway. So this is the camera I bought with a different lens and their manual focus. I got the very wide angle one because, oops, what am I doing? I don't want to do that. I want you to go down here. And now you're looking at my desktop again, which might start running out to infinity. Let's go back to here. I have no idea how long I've been going on for. 13 minutes. Did you get something out of that? The Mocos. I may make this a couple of times. I'm trying so hard to get used to this equipment, and it's so difficult. But this is a Mocos, USB powered if you want. You can't use the USB and the HDMI outputs at the same time. You have to use one or the other. And then once you start using the HDMI, it thinks that that's what you want to do. And I have the remote. I'm going to try something here and see if it actually works for me. Oops, it does. So let's go back to camera 2, and I'm going to go on with the remote control, I hope. Oops, it didn't go on. I'm screwed. Maybe I pushed the wrong button. Let's go back to here. The remote control. Gee, how do I turn it on? How do I turn it on? Off on. I'm trying to get it turned back on now. Oh, it's back on. Yeah, good. Let's go back to camera 2. So this remote control immediately converts the camera to HDMI mode, and this only works in HDMI mode. And I should be able to zoom in here if I wanted to, except I can't see what on earth I'm doing. Let's try see what this does. Oops, you know what? Am I on 2? No, I'm not on 2. There we are. So it's trying to do something and I'm not sure what it's doing. Maybe it's trying to play something, but you can see I'm so goofy. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyhow, the remote works and you're going to have to practice a bit. I haven't practiced at all. I just got this little sucker and I think it's really cute. And if I get rich and I want to add more cameras to my collection, I may get one of these HUDDLECAMs. It's brand new and it's very, very, well, you can't see it because I'm on the wrong thing there. This HUDDLECAM, it's highly rated. It's new. It's like new. And it can do USB. It's got a USB-B type output too, but it comes with the USB cable, so you can just plug it in your computer. Has glass lenses and a whole bunch of nifty stuff. So I'm really reviewing more than one camera here. And what can I do? Let's get back here and maybe I'll shut up. Let's put you down here and I'll stop recording. And if this isn't too stupid, I'll upload it. That's sort of my review of the Mocos 12 megapixel 4K HDMI USB camera, aluminum body, tough little sucker. It's called a point of view camera. Oh, it has a mounting thread on both sides, so you can mount it in all kinds of ways. And that's the whole idea. If you're like a church group or something that broadcasts your sermon on closed circuit or something, that's what these were meant for. And the other cameras Mocos makes with the SDI, that type of connection can travel further. HDMI is good for up to 50 feet, and after that you might get kind of shaky. Oh, one more thing. If you're using let me see, let me get back to here. If you're using a mixer like I am, and oops, I got the camera upside down. That'll get you vertigo, won't it? If you're using one of these kind of devices, you may find some latency in your videos, because these suckers will take a few seconds to process, and the sound out of this is just going straight into the recorder. So sometimes the recorders have a latency correction, or I have to learn more about how to fix that if it happens. And right now, like if you look at, this is my video pad, still working, it hasn't crashed, and we're up to 17 minutes. I can't imagine you're still here. So I'm just going to wave goodbye and shut up and stop recording this. Bye bye.